Dopo anni passati a dedicarsi quasi esclusivamente all'online, anche per i player low stakes le occasioni di giocare dal vivo in Italia si stanno moltiplicando. È quindi tempo di adattare il nostro gioco, magari un pochino standardizzatosi su internet, alle dinamiche del gioco dal vivo. E allora parola a Vanessa Selbst, la donna più vincente di sempre.
My biggest tips, I think, for people that are transitioning into live poker are, number one, don't be afraid to bluff off your stack if the situation calls for it. Obviously, everybody knows I'm not afraid to do that. But, you don't need to create variance when you don't need to. So, for instance, if you're in a spot, let's say, with ace-king, where someone, is 4-betting in front of you and you're pretty sure they have a strong hand, that's a situation where I probably just call a lot because I know that I could flip a coin for my whole stack, but if I'm really sure that they have a good hand, I'm like, what's the point? I'm only going to get to play 4 or 5Ks a year. There's tons of really great spots in this tournament that I'm going to find really good value, so I'm going to try to keep the variance down as much as possible. Obviously, sometimes in Europe, with so many people 3-betting and 4-betting, it's tough to control that on your own sometimes, but to the extent that it's possible, I definitely try to keep the variance down. Another tip that I would give is, we're not playing 30 big blind effective stacks anymore. I see a lot of online pros come in and they just bet. They don't know when to stop betting, and it's kind of related to the last point, but it's a different point. Really think about stack sizes when you're up against a really good player. A lot of the times I'll see someone, they'll raise an early position, and the flop will come low, and they'll bet, and then another low card will come, and they'll bet in a spot where they're representing aces or kings, but they can't even stand a raise with the hands that they're representing. So they often are bluffing and they can't stand a raise, but even the hands that they're saying they have, aces or kings, the board might be 8, 5, 4, 7, or 8, or whatever, jack, 8, 7, 5, or whatever, You really have to pot control a lot more when you're deeper, when you're against tough players, because you put yourself in a lot of really bad spots by just continually betting all your hands, all your draws, everything like that. So just think a lot more about how stacks kind of affect the decisions that you should be making.